So I just wanted to show this. I'm going to turn the power now. My question was on this is if you flip it upside down, will it still try to lift? And well, the answer is no. And what's going on is it's heavily forcing itself down now to this bottom plate. It's going the opposite direction. So just like it was on the lift, it's attracted to the bigger plate. So no, not by turning it upside down will it do that. As a matter of fact, it just forces this bottom plate the more you do this straight down. So there's a heavy lift factor there, or weight factor there, however you want to say it. It's definitely pushing against the bigger plate from the smaller one. So we'll have to figure out a little bit more on why. And then maybe we'll throw in one of these aluminum foil, change the plates. We'll see what goes on. But this is just start. Alright, so I added a bigger plate to the top. I went ahead and curved it. I just wanted to see if it would do anything or if anything would change. So small plate on the bottom, huge plate on the top. I plug it in and there it goes. So we picked up a little bit of distance there. Probably what, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch, if that. But it likes to stick now to the top. The whole thing comes down now. But it'll stick to the top when we do this. I'll go ahead and reset it real quick and then plug it back in. Probably get a discharge stick before I kill myself. So, these stupid things. The weight plays a real problem with this and setting it up. So we'll just try it again, see if we got the right distance. You see that top plate moves. That ion wind is changing where it is. So I think we're going to stiffen up that top plate. But it'll stick up there for quite a while if you get it right in the right spot. If I get that angle just the same as the lifter, it just stays up there. So it's like static cling on there. And it'll take a while to come down. Let's see. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. It's kind of a different thing on this. But it's kind of a cool thing. I'll keep playing with top plate. I'm interested to see maybe later on when I do a smoke machine if it really changes some things on this. But you see that sucker's still stuck up in there. So give it a little nudge. Yeah, it comes down again. Okay. Anyway, that was it. So I went ahead and changed things around real quick. And no, I do not think that paper lifter is going to lift. However, right here is the plate. You can feel this wind. It's coming off at a direction like this now. Okay? So, I'm kind of curious about this. By charging it, can I flip this bottom plate the other way now? And will I get, what is it, a Coanda effect, I believe is the name? And will it come down and around now? Can we get it to come over this edge and down? So, we'll give it a try again and see what it does. But I want to tell you what's going on. So, I have this thing upside down right now, and I just want to show you this. This thing is still sucking down to the bottom plate. Now, the aluminum's on the other side. There's no aluminum on this at all, and there's just the aluminum on that side. So there's definite force there going upside down, so I'll put it back the other way. And yes, the wind is flowing down and over this. I think if this was spinning and this is angled, we'd get a really good result. I don't know how to put it together yet, but I think that's going to be one of my next tests, is if I can take this thing and spin it. Now, does it have to be aluminum or not? I don't know. Maybe I'll make one with and one without, and we'll see what it does. But let me turn it around and see what we get. Alright, so I got this thing hooked up this way. I wanted to show you this. It doesn't want to come up. It is stuck there. And what's going on is the wind, you feel it right here, okay? And it's coming back at me. So it's going down and coming back out like that. Well, maybe I'm just building these things wrong. If we take the small one and based on the way it wants to go, and we rotate the big one and we flip it back the other way, maybe it'll swoop. Swoop like this and then create, bigger area to force down. So maybe by flipping it upside down and spinning the big plate, you obviously make it stiffer. But maybe it'll do that. But you can see this thing is stuck. It is like static cling on there. It does not want to move. Anyway, maybe I'll put a spacer in there and see what it does. Alright, so I put a spacer in there now. And obviously it won't lift going this direction. But it's pretty heavy still on the drop. And we're still getting a lot of wind coming out here. I'm not sure if the space helped the wind or not, but it's definitely putting a flow pattern somewhere. I'm going to have to go through this thing, with the fog machine. I got to see where that wind's flowing. I think there's something here, something that can be amplified just by getting the plates right, and we can create like an ion thruster out of this with this, and maybe just change some things around. But it's kind of cool to play with. I don't know about the design of the plate or anything. I know if I put some foil on the other side, it'll be a capacitor. I don't know if it's good or bad. What do I think of the high voltage here? So check this out. I was thinking, let me unplug it real quick. Yeah, that'd be me. So what's going on with this high voltage right here? So when you go through two of these, okay, in series like this, what do I think's happening? This thing's supposed to lift on a lesser static charge, okay? But I'm pulling out almost every amp out of these things when I run it. So we started with about 3 amps or 2.7, something like that. And then now we are probably at less than 1 amp, okay? We're in the milliamps. So I think it's acting more like static electricity than it is DC voltage at this point. I think it's just stripping it down. It keeps adding more voltage and less of the amps. So I think maybe we're just working with the wrong power source on this, and maybe the static volts, maybe a better lifter altogether. Definitely produces a lot of ion wind, and that's all we're looking for. So I think one of those Wim Hertz machines is what I'm going to get, because this has got to be investigated further. Anyway, if you have one and you do one of these tests, let me know what your impression is, as the wind goes. But I don't know, it's something to look into, because I think that's where we're going to go, because the DC voltage, while it's great, I'm stripping out all the amps, making it almost useless. And I'm just ending up with almost a static volt. So, anyway, that's it. Talk to you guys later.